Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Wednesday, August 27th, 2014. I am astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. A new episode of my show, Hollywood Astrology, is now up and live. Check it out on my YouTube page. It's an awesome episode. And Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, going deep into September with my September webinar. This is a live event where you can hang out with me while I talk about the astrology, go into the whole entire month. This is definitely an event you're not going to want to miss. Check it all out at inclusiveastrology.com. And today, the moon's going to be void and finish off in Virgo and then slip into Libra. In the middle of all the planets starting to break up. Woo! This can feel like a really good day. I feel like there's adjustments to make, getting clear on things. The moon's in kind of a weird aspect as it's void in Virgo, and there's a lot of Virgo energy, and we're looking at the adjustments to make in our life. There's a lot of details that we're getting to the bottom of. This is also highly looking at our reality as a whole. What's the reality we want? We've got Venus, which is really good in Leo, right? Wanting to experience the best, the happiest, the fun energy in our life, our passions, our love. This is really good. Jupiter's here as well. But Venus has been coming off of a big square to Mars and Saturn, which put tension on. I called it kind of like when the police show up, where it's just making sure that we're really, happy with what we have, what will make us happy, what won't. This is about ultimate satisfaction and needing to make sure that we align in true satisfaction and be clear on what's not satisfying anymore, what's not. And this energy is going to start to break up today, just slightly. But this could be where it kind of feels like the cops are leaving the party. Doesn't mean that they're left, but their backs are turned, they're walking back to their police cars, and there's that feeling of, all right, they're gonna leave, like, get back to the party. Venus and Leo's getting ready to party here for another 10 degrees, so, it's like, there's still a party, still in the zodiac, and I think there's a lot of positive things starting to open up. The big thing that I really see is when that moon comes into Libra later today, it's gonna really open up a beautiful window. When you're in harvest season of Virgo like this, and you got a moon in Libra, there's a beautiful element to things. And the moon will be really positively aspected. So I really feel that today is a wonderful day. And it can really start to feel like doors are opening, new things to experience. And that's because the Sun and Neptune are starting making opposition. So I feel like if you're truly aware of where Spirit's calling you right now, and I guarantee you're starting to feel spiritual calling, because when the Sun starts to oppose Neptune, you can't miss it. There's a feeling of, and it could be illusion, right? Neptune is the planet of illusion, so you could be totally falsing yourself in the wrong direction. But I feel people watching this channel aren't in that position. But you got to be clear about it. Like, is this really where Spirit's calling you? What is it? There's a deep spiritual calling happening right now, of a new kind of door to open through. And I feel that for all of us, we need to pay attention to that and make the adjustments in our reality in order to make this happen. And so, with Mercury in Virgo, with Sun in Virgo, and really the moon finishing up in Virgo today, there's been a lot of parts of your reality that I think you're ready to see. And there's this higher dimensional calling now of where to take your reality. Very interesting too in the astrology is Mars is coming off of Saturn. So Mars is also clearing a checkpoint. And it's that feeling when you're in your truck or your car and you're coming off a checkpoint out of a state and you're like, all right, we're coming into this state. Mars is ready to really blast off here in Scorpio very intensely. So the energy is about to really ramp up again. We kind of went through a checkpoint. And it kind of all brought us to a weird little funky spot, I'll be real. But you're going to see the energy really open up. And today will be one of those days, not fully, but it will give you enough to really feel the energy nice, to open up your heart, to open up some happiness and some harmony in your life. And I really feel that today. Last thing before I go into the card of the day, Jupiter in Leo is starting to make its square to Saturn in Scorpio. Now it's not exact, but I give Saturn and Jupiter the biggest amount of degrees because they're big boys. Saturn's a big boy, Jupiter's a big boy, and I always feel like Saturn's presence can be felt within 10 degrees, and I always feel like Jupiter's presence can be felt within 10 degrees. So we're in a big square here. And I feel that the square is seeing that you have all these opportunities. And there's all these doors trying to open in your life for your happiness. But you're going to have to be very deep and very honest and very forthright with making some big decisions that you can't eat the whole pizza now because it could overfill you and you won't even enjoy it. You know, when you overeat, you're like, oh, you know, there's a part of us that needs to like pick the piece we want and maybe a couple pieces, but we're not able to just have it all, like, you know, like, because it's too much. And I feel like the universe is getting ready for people to really jump into some really exciting new doorways. But these are powerful ones that you need to be very clear on what you're doing with it and not, you know, over satisfying in every piece that is unnecessary. And I just want to plant that seed with you in the future that's coming right now. And that's why some of these events are happening. So put that together. The card of the day is the Fool card upright. I knew that today would feel good. The Fool card to me is, I mean, it's two ways. Number one, you're so unconscious you're about to jump off a cliff. And that's why I brought up the illusion aspect. Make sure that you're not illusioning yourself into things that aren't possible. We're in Virgo. Be real. The other part of the Fool card is, wow, you just trust the universe and you're flying and you're having the best day and you're hanging out with your dog and it's going to be fun. And I felt a lot of that calling today. Today could feel like a day off. I know that might sound crazy, but things might just go smoother than you think. If there is an issue, you'll have to realize that it's definitely dealing with your own personal happiness and the energy that you're having to find to get that happiness turned back on. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading. Thank you so much for all your support, and I will see you tomorrow.